Alright guys, I'm sure you already know what this is by the title of the video, but I'm really excited about this gun. As you guys know, I'm a big time Glock fan. I have several other brands of several other different manufacturers of guns across the board. But as you know, I like the Glocks a lot. It's just, you know, just a personal preference. So I finally got my hands on one of these. What this is the Larry Vickers edition Glock 17. We'll talk a little bit about it. Basically, here it is, the box, the extra mag, you know, comes with all the extra little goodie parts and different things that you would want. And this one is number 2004 of 2500. And I will give you guys a close-up view after a bit here. There's just, feels like there's so much to cover in a way. I just don't know where to begin. You know, without making the video, I don't want to make it a 40-minute video. Okay, so basically, I believe these were announced at SHOT Show 2014. The Larry Vickers edition Glocks. Now, what Glocks are under this is the Glock 19 and the Glock 17. If you know anything about Larry Vickers, his gun of choice is the Glock 17. Okay? So, what he did was, he had Glock make him a Gen 3 with the FDE frame and it's actually the FDE RTF frame, the rough texture. And I gotta tell you guys, this is the best finish, or the RTF is the best frame that Glock's ever put on a gun. And now they don't even use it anymore. I guess some people complained about it. This is the only thing on a polymer gun I've ever felt that's right next to stippling. This, I mean, I love the RTF finish on these grip panels. And like I said, it's the only polymer gun I've ever felt that to get more grippy, I would say you have to stipple it. Okay? Only by stippling would you get more grip than this RTF rough texture frame. Love it. Okay, it's a Gen 3, like I said, you can't put on extra back straps or anything like that. Okay, it's just a standard Gen 3, black slide, flat dark earth frame. We have the Wilson Combat sights. They have the little Vickers, the little V logo right here. And let me go ahead and give you guys some close-up shots as we're going to go ahead and talk about this. So like I said, of course, the rough textured frame. And just in case you want to see, the gun is clear. Which I really like this. Like I said, the rough texture frame. You have the Vickers and the Tango Down collaboration for the magazines. For your magazines, gives you something to grip onto. And if the magazine would ever stick, or if you'd ever have a double feed, which I've never had in a Glock, you could rip this out. It just gives you something to grab onto. Now there is one thing I noticed, and somebody else mentioned this to me. That is, when you hit the mag release on this, this is unbelievably drop free. I'm holding this gun at a high angle so I don't lose the mag on the floor. It's like there's nothing. It's like dropping it in air. It's so smooth. I don't know if that was by design or if that was coincidence or luck, but not all Glocks feel like they're airdrop free. Now keep in mind, I'm holding this gun at a steep angle to slow down the speed of this magazine coming out, because it's like there is nothing holding it once you hit that mag release. Love that. Okay, and then also you have the Wilson Combat manufactured sights. Okay, these are the battle sights. There's the V logo. Really nice. Not only are these sights press fit in this channel, but there's also two screws that are Loctited and tightened down to further make sure this sight never budges on the gun. Okay, and this is factory on these. Okay, now what I like is this. The front is the Wilson Combat sight, but it's not the fiber optic. It's black with a tritium insert for nighttime. That's just my preference. You know, I got nothing against fiber optic. I just like it this way. I think some have the fiber optic tube. Now, another thing you might notice, I'm going to try to focus in here. The sight face is serrated, as well as back here, very nicely serrated. I think it's 40 LPI, lines per inch. I can't remember. Very nicely serrated. And what that does is, it's not only does it look good, it's functional. Okay? This stops glare. Glare cannot reflect from that back to you. Okay, it has a U notch back here for the sights. And the U with the front post right there. Okay? Now, the reason they use a U notch is because the human eye is drawn toward corners. So when you look down this sight, your eye is gravitating toward these upper corners. And with having no corners at the bottom, it doesn't give you anywhere else to really look. Your eye naturally wants to go to the top corners of the U. Okay, that's where you're, just a scientific thing, that's where your eye is, the human eye is naturally drawn to the corners. And they didn't want corners at the bottom. Okay, like a standard square post cutout notch. So it's 2004 with Larry Vickers initials. This is number 2004 of 2500. Now, what they did was they made 5,000, okay? But that's split between the two. There's 2,500 of these G17s, and there's 2,500 of the G19s. Both Gen 3, and both with the RTF frame. Okay, so the sights are a little bit taller, not as high as suppressor sights, so they'll work in most all holsters, but they are a little bit taller. You got the nice square ledge back here. Look at this. Which is going to be simple to rack off of your belt, kneel down, and the back of your shoe. One-handed. I mean, this is so easy, guys. And I'm doing this around a tripod. So imagine if you had the leverage you needed. Excellent for one-handed, you know, clearing of jams, or just reloading the gun if you were in a gunfight or something, or just, you know, just playing around with the range. Love this RTF, guys. This is a gun I would never get stippled. This is enough for me. It does have the extended slide stop. Trigger and everything's basically the same. You know, as any other Glock. You know, there's not going to be a difference there. Standard reset trigger. And yeah, so there it is, guys. I really like this. I'm very happy with it. As you can see, the differences are, you know, they're not huge, but one of the best things about it is the upgraded Wilson Combat sights. Eye is naturally drawn toward the upper corners of that U. I have not fired this yet, guys, either. The RTF frame, which the standard RTF guns are bringing a premium on Gunbroker and things as of now, just for the simple fact that Glock isn't going to make them anymore. This was a special run, so Glock made it for Larry Vickers, but Glock isn't going to produce RTF frames in the standard line anymore. So the guns with the RTF frames are bringing a premium on Gunbroker. Got your rail up here. But yeah, it's like I said before, let me lay this on the table and sit down. The way I'm leaning, my back is hurting. This frame is not painted. It's not colored in with anything. It's not dyed. This is actual FDE polymer from the beginning. Let me show you what I mean here. Come on. There we go. The back of the frame was hitting the tripod leg. Sorry, guys. I'm working around a tripod here. Okay, so see inside this frame? you'll notice everything is the same exact color, because this polymer was molded into this shape already with the color on it. That was the color of the polymer. So there's no paint, no dye. You cannot wear off the color. There is no black underneath. It's through and through flat dark earth. It's one thing I really like about when you get them from factory like that, because no matter how much you use these, you're never going to wear off or, you know, damage or nick the finish, the color finish, because it's flat dark earth through and through. So here's the thing, guys. I just was told about one of these still being at a store in Florida. These are out there. You can find them. They're on Gunbroker. You're going to pay maybe a little more money, because since they've been out for a while, they are starting to, you know, there's not as many as there was of the 5,000 between both guns. But you can find these if you want one. You really can find them out there. So I just wanted to show you that, guys. It's something I'm real happy with. Oh, I got something else coming up for you too. Where's that? Where's that? I'll show you the package here. Here it is. I'm testing something as we speak. This. I'm going to have a full review coming on this, but the review is going to be a full, complete testing before I even show this, okay? Read on there what it is. DeSantis Die Hard ankle rig, left-handed, Glock 43. But I am not reviewing this until I know what it's like having it on for 10 plus hours a day. All right, guys, coming real soon. Stay tuned for this, because I'm gonna give you a good one on this one. All right, guys, until next time. This is H4T. All right, guys, you have a good week, and I will get back to you real soon, and I'm out.